Previously on SoloDark.
The torch is now effectively out. We are in darkness. Throws her fist directly at the mastiff's jaw. Falls down. The orc swings wide and just hits the goblin shaman. Sam, thinking quickly, puts the dog collar around his hand so it makes it sound like a dog is walking back. I heard something down this way and we need to really investigate it. No, there's something down this way. We need to go this way. But with the natural 20 of Spark, Spark's reluctant and foolhardy nature, Spark's gonna go on her own. Sam Fig moves 20 down the hallway. Black 20 down the hallway. Spark moves 15 down the stairs. These like old broken stone steps, and she's ready to go by herself. Next round, we got to roll an event. That is a 75. There are, and it says 2d4. So there's 4 giant bats resting above Spark right now. Light disturbs them. They do not have any light, so they're kind of at an advantage now. But let's ask the Oracle, do they notice Spark? Natural 20. They notice Spark. They notice Spark big time. So what happens when they notice Spark? Slow hope. Gurr only feels the flapping of wings and leather kind of go across her face, because before she can even swoop, she sees the shadowy form of Spark get picked up. You hear the crunching and gnawing of bones. Spark only has 1 HP. I think it's safe to assume that Spark is dead, meaning a new adventurer is brought in, or a new recruit, sorry. The recruit is brought in beside another player. So let's flip a coin and see who it's going to be. Kraken beside Gurr and 1 beside Glack. Kraken being brought in beside Gurr. Another half-orc. This time a half-orc with scarification and like a robe comes in, and her name is Skullgol. Now let's roll d20, see where she's on the initiative scale. 5. So she's low on the initiative. As the new recruit pops in, just like ready to fight immediately, Gurr looks over and you can see the terror in Gurr's eyes as Skullgol goes, "Oh, what just happened?" "Oh, look up." And through the darkness, you can see these giant leathery bats. Now, let's talk about what Skullgol has in her inventory. She has a club, she has flint and steel, and she has a pole. But she only has 1 HP. So let's hope she stays alive. Top of the round is Gurr. Now, Gurr saw the bats. Now, with the body disappeared, do the bats attack? 4. That's a straight no. That's a straight no. The bats are too busy looking for the body of Spark that just seemingly disappeared. I'm going to say Gurr moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Full sail, gets back out there. Next up, Sam Fig. What's Sam Fig gonna do? Does Sam Fig hear the crying still? He's gonna use a perception, or he's gonna perceive it. 19. He does. Easily he does. He hears it going down the hallway here, so he's gonna move 5, 10. And he sees, kind of dimly lit, a hallway here and a hallway down here. Let's do, is he gonna go into the room beside him, or is he gonna go straight forward? Straight forward is a 1. Kraken is a 2. Straight forward is a 1. So 10, 15, 20. Next up is Glack. 1, 2, 3. Now, does Glack hear anything from the hallway down this way? We're gonna do a perception on that, which is a -2 at wisdom. a 10. He got a 10 on it, so he's not gonna really hear anything. He's just gonna follow the footsteps here. Skullgall, who's way far behind now, kind of just like looks around, and so she's gonna 5, 10, 15 bump into Gur, who is kind of like huddling now. 20, 25, 30. And I think she's gonna take her action. She has a pole. Skullgall breaks the torch, breaks the pole, takes out the flint and steel, and makes a light. So she doesn't have the pole anymore. She makes a light for the party here. We have one more round before we have to do an encounter. Now we are enlightened up. There is only a sliver of light from where those orcs are, so we'll have to move forward on that. Gur is sensing that Samfig knows exactly what's going on here. She's gonna defer to Sam on this one. We're about to enter into a room, so we need to roll what we find. 1d10 entering the room. Let's see what we get. 1. The room is empty, so we could kind of use this as like a little bit of a staging area, as it were. Let's ask the Oracle first. Would there be anything in the room that would show signs of a struggle? 8. No. So Sam is going to hold in and say, the room is empty, come on in. Next up is Glack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He doesn't care. He moves in just. He's not going to move past the torchlight. Skullgall moves in. 5, 10, 15. But she sees something in this room. Let's roll what's in this room, because the torchlight is now piercing into this room. So 1d10 on the map generator. What do we see? A solo monster. Now, what type of solo monster will we find in here? 2. Ranged. 3. Mechanical. So looking into the room, we see a goblin who's manning kind of a ballista here. The light of the torch illuminates a goblin. Now, let's ask the Oracle. Oracle, is the goblin awake or cognizant of what's happening here? 4. So no. As Skullgall looks in, the goblin is asleep, just leaning up against the ballista. But I wonder if this room's empty. She moved 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna risk it. 15, 20, 25. And we'll roll a stealth check on that. Nat 20 on the stealth check. We don't need to worry about it. That was 2 questions for this round. Oracle, is there an injured person in this room? This is the 3rd question. 5. No, but 88. Acquire power. In this room, you see a book. And the book begins to pulsate. Almost pulling Skullgall in. And the book is in the corner of this room. Let's do a wisdom save to see if Skullgall resists the power of the book. Now let's set the DC. Okay, let's set the DC first. The DC will be a 20. Oh boy. Now Skull has a +0 on the wisdom saving throw. So 18. The power from this book begins to emanate stronger and stronger, and Skullgall feels a huge need to use this to get the book. So she's gonna move the last bit of her movement, which was 5 feet towards the book, and she's stealthed right now. But top of the round, we gotta run an encounter. 68. An egg cracks open on the side of the wall, and a swarm of spiders just begin to carpet the ground. Now, to let you all know, swarm of spiders has an AC of 13 and an HP of 9. Top of the round, Gur is going to move in and look. What are you doing? Sam, I think Sam, now realizing the torchlight's gone down the other way, he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, or 20 over here, and is going to actually hold to see what happens here. Glaxnub is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, hold here as well. Skullgall now. Does Skullgall... Let's do another wisdom saving throw to see if she breaks free from this. No way. No chance. It's pulling her too close. 5, 10, 15. So she reaches down and grabs this book. The book kind of opens up and just... We don't know exactly what it is. We will move the spider swarm, will move within... His movement is near, so he only has 5 feet of movement. Well, the swarm only has 5 feet of movement. So the swarm kind of moves 5 feet of movement. And let's see, does the goblin wake up from the noise here? Twist. Hinder people. The goblin immediately wakes up and is ready to attack, not even noticing the spiders. So I will say the goblin looks right down the barrel at Gur.